Hey, welcome back, folks. Mental health during the holidays. Wow, this is a topic. It's not all candy canes and gumdrops during the holidays.
Sure isn't.
The stress is real, and we need to be aware when it's building what those little indicators are there and how to protect ourselves.
That's right. And with us now from the Fayette County Cooperative Extension Office, Family and Consumer Sciences Agent, Caroline McMahan. Thank you so much for coming in, Caroline. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
Oh, and we're glad you're here. I mean, it is no joke. The holidays are extremely stressful for everyone. And
promoted as a loving time,
Right.
which it is, absolutely is, but
Right.
the stress levels are out there. There's triggers that we may not even be aware that we're tripping over.
Yes.
So it's a minefield.
it is.
Absolutely.
So why is prioritizing mental health so important for everyone out there?
Yes, like you all have said, it can be very joyful, very loving, a time of connection.
Yeah.
But also I think it's maybe a little bit less talked about of how that can also come with stress and anxiety and triggers, like you said, maybe grief or loss, loneliness, depending on what we've been through. And then also, financial stress can come up during the holidays as well. So it is kind of a balance of finding that joy and also recognizing that it can be a little difficult.
Yes.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. In fact, we just had several stories about how we're continuing to fund the holidays with our credit cards maxed out.
Yes.
Because inflation, we've been living on them for the past several years. So
That's right.
there's a lot on our plate, especially this year.
Absolutely.
And a lot of folks that have mental health issues, they do tend to worsen during this time of year. And what are things that folks, what should we look for as far as symptoms of that, and what can we do to possibly help?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's about 64% experience worse symptoms around the holiday. And so if you are someone who experiences that, or you live with or are close with someone who experiences mental health struggles, just kind of checking in, noticing how you're feeling, how they are feeling, and communication, keeping that open. I think there's also talk of seasonal affective disorder that comes with darker days, shorter days, and things like that. And just maybe talking to your therapist or healthcare provider about what those differences might be of a seasonal disorder versus a longer lasting mental struggle.
Yes.
I think another thing we can use to our advantage here is routines.
Yes.
Maintaining those routines, even with the weather changing, even with the time that it gets dark changing.
Yeah.
Trying to combat by just staying on a consistent routine.
Yeah, absolutely. So adults and children both can benefit from routine, especially around the holidays. If you're traveling, you're off school, maybe off work, that routine can be very different, but trying to be really intentional about keeping some things the same. Humans tend to be creatures of habit, and so a lot of us function really well when we meet those routines every day, and that can be even as simple as keeping similar meal times and bedtimes.
Yeah.
Just kind of keeping your body on track, and even just doing those things that make your mind and body feel better, physical activity, hobbies that you enjoy, connecting with people, just trying to keep those things consistent for our bodies, make it a little easier on ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. And where can people go to find out more information or to get support for their, for themselves to get through these holidays?
And to help others.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So you can, if you have a therapist, make sure you're talking to them around this time. Talk to your healthcare provider. Even look at kind of what your insurance might cover. And there are a lot of free and confidential mental health resources out there on the local, state, and national levels. So there are, like crisis lifelines that you can call or text all of the time. And there's just a whole host of mental health resources. You just want to make sure it's a credible source, whether that's the CDC or, just an accredited spot to find that information.
Wonderful.
Well, and I love that for folks out there that are saying there's no one out there for me, my insurance doesn't cover this, but our Fayette County Cooperative, our UK cooperative offices, I mean, you all are a great resource for turning to and saying, hey, let's get you connected with the people you need to be talking to.
Yes, absolutely. We just did a community needs assessment, and mental health and well-being was one of the main priorities we have found. So that's something we do not claim to be experts in, but like you said, we will connect you to whatever we can and help you find those resources.
Wonderful.
That's why you guys are great neighbors.
That's right. That's
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Caroline, for coming in. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you
Always
so
good
much.
information. Thanks, Caroline. We're back with more. Stay with us.